So I'm going to shoot these 4 rounds from a bench, and then I'll load up and fire off 5 more. Should get a pretty good idea by then. Hopefully I don't end up shooting this ram. Well, it's about time that I would finally check out the grouping on my revolver. It's a Uberti replica of the 1847 Colt pocket revolver, which was actually the most popular bestseller of its time. I forget how long, but for a while. So this is going to be done at 3 paces, roughly 10 feet, and I loaded this bad boy a few months ago, so we'll get to see if it even fires off. If it groups smaller than a basketball, I'll be pretty happy. These aren't exactly known for their accuracy. So this ain't too bad, really. At 10 feet, about 3 fingers high, which is a couple inches. I'll have to measure that. This 4th shot, I actually aimed at the top of the circle, and that brought it up high where normally I was aiming a little right here. So tight grouping, that's for sure. I don't know if you can file the sights down on these or not, or if you just have to adjust based on guessing. But I'm pretty pleased. That's a pretty tight group. Let's see what happens with the next 5 shots. Also not bad that after being loaded 3 months ago, they all went off. And the one time that it didn't go off, these have a problem when you fire it. The spent cap gets stuck down in here, so you just have to knock it out really quick, and I failed to do that one time, and that's what kept it from going off. So that means I've got to shoot it a lot and get that muscle memory down so that I do it without thinking, and that I do it by instinct rather than not doing it by instinct. So that's one thing that's a bummer about these, but at least it's something you can compensate for. Okay, I've got 5 more rounds loaded up, and we'll see how it patterns again. Now the problem is that my round balls, when I first loaded them before, they fit pretty well, but this time they were just slipping right in. So that's not good, because if you carry it around in your holster like that, they can slip down. I had that problem with my rifle during hunting season. That means I've got to find the next size up or 2, and last time I shopped, they were nearly impossible to find. Only the most popular sizes were what I could find at all. So I'm going to go ahead and fire off these 5, clean that up, and I may not be able to reload it until I get the proper round ball size. But at least now we can fire it 5 more times and see if it still groups just as well. Forgot to do the cap thing again. Darn. That time. That time the cap stayed on and kept it from turning slightly, and then it turned. So I gotta pull it out. Not ideal. And final round, here it is. So I tell you what, aside from its flaws, I absolutely love this gun. It's so fun to shoot. It's one of the best looking guns, in my opinion, that Colt ever made. Probably rivals the 1860. I'm pretty happy with this grouping. It's incredible, just shooting holes in its own group. It'd be interesting to see if it's worthwhile to file this down and get it right on. But honestly, a couple inches isn't that big a deal. When I get the proper rounds, I'll back it up to 15 feet and 20 feet and try it again. That's pretty cool. So that's 9 shots. This time I was mostly aiming at the bottom of the circle because I was hoping to be able to, make sure where it was hitting. But it's pretty obvious. So people often ask about the weapons I carry, and for as much as I love guns, I don't talk about them very often. There's a lot more expertise out there in the YouTube world, and so I just focus on other things that I do that are unique. But when I need to do something like this, I'm happy to show it. I've got 2 walkers for my saddle guns, and this is just an emergency gun in case I were to get separated from my horses. So it's lightweight, and it's just an emergency weapon to keep on my belt. I recently almost came this close to putting my walkers up for sale and getting something that was lighter to carry on my belt, but I think a friend of mine talked me into keeping them. 7.5 pound difference carrying 2 walkers versus carrying one 1860. But 7.5 pounds is nothing for my horse, even if it is packed with me on him. So I think I'm gonna keep that. I'll do some walker videos in the future. So thanks for watching, folks. I hope you enjoyed this, and share it, like it, subscribe, tell me you like it in the comments. Appreciate all the comments, by the way, every week. Makes my day, makes my week. Actually, I don't have cell phone service anymore, so that's a good point. I will get to your comments when I'm in town, when I'm around Wi-Fi. So I'm not exactly ignoring you. I'm just out here having fun on the wild side. Here's my chickens. They found some dirt to hang around.